elevated goblet squat with a ball or some type of object that's placed between your knees. It could also be a foam roller. This ball works great. You don't want anything that's too wide. You actually want a ball or an object that allows you to keep equal distance between your hip, your knee, and your feet. So if this ball was too big, that wouldn't be appropriate for me based on my size. So you also want a wedge that you can place your whole foot on. Ideally something like that that's long enough. If you don't have a wedge though, you can place a small 2.5 pound plate underneath your heel. That could also work. So I'm using a dumbbell in this case, but you might be prescribed a kettlebell as well. So to start, I'm going to place this ball or whatever object you're using between the knees. Now we're going to lightly squeeze on it through the motion. You don't need to crush whatever the object is. I'd say about a 3 or 4 out of 10 in terms of how much you're pressing into that object. Now, when I hold that weight in that goblet position, it's not actually sitting on me. It's slightly out and I'm reaching my elbows forward. That's going to help bring my rib cage back and help keep a nice stacked position. From here, I start with a neutral pelvis, so I'm not extending through or overly rounding through my back. Just a nice neutral pelvis here. I'm going to lead with my knees. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as I come up. Push through the ground. Common mistake with this exercise is that people tend to, when they're holding in this position, lean back with their bum. That becomes more of a hinge as opposed to a squat. So we want to keep our torso as upright as possible, keeping that nice stacked position throughout the movement.